I know it seems a little odd, possibly even shocking, but what if I told you I haven't seen all of these?
It's time for reaction. Welcome in. Old School Nerd.
Hey everybody, it's Old School Nerd, and I am proud to say that I was one of the first YouTube reactors to react to this web series. Deerstalker Pictures, all the way out from the glorious continent slash country of Australia, came together with some amazing actors and creative people, musicians, and just it became kind of a labor of love per se. And they have operated on a shoestring budget, a no string budget, and then a Patreon budget, which I am honored to be a part of. Then they did a Kickstarter last month, and holy cow, a new day has dawned for them. All they need to do is be able to go more than 5 kilometers outside of each other's houses, and they can get season 4 rolling. Here's the thing. I've done reactions to every episode of season 3, and I'm proud to say that I'm one of the first on YouTube to do reactions to their stuff because I love it. I mean, they're so good. I love D&D. I do D&D live streams. And in my D&D live streams, we talk about these characters. Why? Because it's great stuff. It's probably some of the best content on YouTube about D&D out there, whether it's comedic or, come on, when you're talking about the way these actors portray their characters. And, you know, and you've got the plucky wizard who can't control her fireballs. You've got the glamorous diva and the fighter. So anyway, yeah, I'm never going to let him get away with that. So what people don't realize is I've never seen the original first 2 series. And I've certainly never seen the first episode, which is called You Meet in a Tavern. Now, because I'm on their Patreon and I tried to go as high as a supporter as I could, I've listened to the entire soundtrack. And I've heard this song before, but I've never seen this episode. I know. Bad old school. But you know what? We can correct that right now. Join with me now. Please go to oldschoolnerd.com. It's got all the social media posts, the Patreon link for those who want to help support me, and I appreciate every single one of you, and the merchandise store. I was hoping to wear one of my new D&D t-shirts. I have a whole series of them out on my site now. But with the hurricane, the mail's kind of running a little slow. What can you do? It's at least they have a good reason this time. All right, let's get into this. We Meet in a Tavern, One for All from Deerstalker Pictures, the very first episode. Let's go. Play.
Welcome, adventurers. Welcome. Thank you for gathering in such troubling times. Oh, but where are my manners? Please, introduce yourselves. Eva?
The name's Evandra. Anything that you need, we can do. Provided there's enough coin.
There's ample coin for a good day's work. Cheers.
And then I scull the whole drink.
Roll a Constitution saving throw.
Ooh.
You are drunk.
Wench, bring me another.
Okay. And let me be completely clear about all this. you're going to see, if you haven't seen a lot of my reactions before, or if you want to do them all in order with me, that's fine. The Dungeon Master / pretty much every single character they run across that's possible is an amazing actor with an amazing... Hey, by the way, he has great range. He has he's just got great stage presence. What people don't realize about him is he's a pretty damn good musician. I actually looked up his personal Instagram, and he's got posts of, musical performances, and I'm like, wow, does everybody, in this entire group of professionals and creative people have like multiple facets? I mean, we know that the person who plays Antonio, his name is actually Thomas, and he is one of the better cosplay people on the planet. He's amazing at his cosplay work, and he's an amazing actor. And then later on, at the beginning of season 3, you find out that he is not only an amazing singer, but he's the diva of the group. Sorry, it's true. You don't realize that Nixie also is an amazing cosplayer and performer and actress in her own right. And of course, then there's Eva. Get your parents' permission before you try to dig into that one, kids. Let's go.
Who's next? Antonio?
Oh, it's hard to believe you haven't heard of Andreas the Great.
Wow.
I come from afar and my wit is quick. Everywhere talks of my enormous...
Stop. I'm gonna need a performance check.
That's okay with me. I roll the dice. People don't understand that it's a 4.
Wow.
I've never been to Wallaloo.
Please stop playing.
No, sir. I've heard that it's very far away.
Yes, we get it.
But not by proxy to other
we're still
places,
going, are we?
of course.
Great.
And yet,
Perfect.
I don't want to travel to some place which I have no willingness to go.
Please stop singing. Oh, he's still going. Great. Moving on. Nicole?
Oh my God.
Nicole.
Hi, I'm Nixie.
Anything else?
I like burning things.
Excuse me?
I like setting fire to stuff.
My wife and child died in a fire.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
I appreciate it.
But like, how did they die? Was it like burning hands, scorching rain, hellish rebuke? Was it firebolt, wall of fire?
It was firestorm, actually.
I love that spell. That must have been amazing to watch.
It wasn't.
It was like boom and boom, and then your kids, they were like, oh no, by the way, we were thinking us, we're melting, we're dying. And then your wife was like, my love, you have forsaken me. Why I've loved you all my life, and you'll never find another you love as much as me. And then they were all like.
Roll damage?
Crit.
Should we put that out?
Oh, I think it's too late for that. The roof of the tavern collapses, trapping you all underneath with no hope of escape, where you slowly suffocate as the fire turns your skin into ash. Thanks for coming, everyone. I'll see you all next week for the new campaign.
Every time.
Interesting enough, the One for All little tag song you hear here does remind you, of course, of Terminator, right? Similar. They don't die either. One thing that I am noticing that I guess because I'm doing reactions from the first episode to the current ones, is that in celebration of the Kickstarter success, and hopefully they start production on season 4 as soon as possible, is have you noticed how all the characters in the couch, okay, Thomas, who's playing Antonio, he's sitting there and he's just chilling, right? He's just, he's dressed well, his shirt's buttoned all the way to the top. He's wearing a belt, pants, presentable. I mean, you could go home and say, hey, Mom, this is my boyfriend, Thomas. And your mom's like, well, he's a very nice looking young man. But then as we go on, and by the time we get to season 3, his hair is flowing down. His real world person has infused so much of his D&D character that you don't know where one ends and where the other one begins. So it's interesting. Eva, on the other hand, she's sitting on the couch with her glasses and her hair is perfect and she's sitting up nice and proper and it's sipping her tea and she's very, very Mary Poppins-ish. Poppins-ish. Made up that word on the fly. But as we know, as she goes on, she just develops into herself and she just, more and more of the Eva comes out of her. Now, Nixie is a hot mess, obviously, from literally a hot mess from episode 1 on. The ditziness of her real world character is only superseded by the ditziness and lisp of Nixie, the caster. The thing about, and I've always wanted to ask her, and I haven't had a chance, I may contact her on Instagram and ask her, okay, when she's in the living room, she doesn't have a lisp, okay? But yet her character, Nixie, does have a lisp. I'm trying to figure out if the lisp was originally written into the character, or did when they put the prosthetic teeth in her mouth, the first time she tried to talk, it was like, I can't talk with the teeth in my mouth. And the creators and producers and writers and the cast members and even her went, yeah, we're gonna go with this. I don't know, but that's a question that I hope to one day find out. Anyway, my name is Old School Nerd, and
welcome, adventurers.
If you enjoyed the video, make sure to like, comment, and share it with your party.
Roll persuasion.
We were actually going to joke about it being a really low thing, but I just actually rolled a natural 20. Like, I'm not kidding.
I guess you have to subscribe then.
That's what the dice says.
We've already filmed the next episode, so if you want to see our adventurers ruin more campaigns, make sure you subscribe.
Now, what's really interesting to me in that situation right there, you may not recognize those two people on the outro. Pretty important people to the series. Everyone that works on One for All, I usually don't say, hey, go to their Patreon, sign up for their Patreon, da-da-da-da-da. I don't even do that for mine, except I just put it on there in case you want to. But if you really want to understand the amount of work, passion, and commitment this group of people has, and how hard their struggles are with budget, weather, that was a good one, a good video, and how they've tried to work around the whole COVID situation in Australia in making season 3. And now that they're on the cusp of what could be their biggest season and biggest breakthrough ever, they're facing another lockdown in Australia because of COVID. And it's one of those stories that is almost as intriguing as the comedic elements of the series itself. So I usually don't do this kind of stuff, but Deerstalker Pictures, check them out on Patreon. If you enjoy the series and you enjoy these episodes, it's really, really cool. They're great. If you want to know the intimate details, the struggles, the victories, the setbacks, it's really compelling. And for those of you who are thinking about being a content creator, thinking about doing hell, even what I do as a reactor, they really show you that that those behind the scenes videos on their Patreon for their Patreons really gives you a sense of the commitment they all have. And I think it's amazing. So that was episode 1, Meet You in a Tavern. And it's the first time we see Nixie burn down the building. However, if you notice at the very end of the episode, both of her compadres, her fellow adventurers, say, again, every time. It's a running joke. It's a running joke. So we're going to do with that. My name is Old School Nerd, and that was the first episode. Come back. We'll do the second one. Seriously, come back. Oh, wait. For you guys to come back, you have to go. Bye.